Stadium. I'm Bryant alongside the coach, Casey Matteson. We're here following Ohio State's spring game, their 2012 high school spring game. We're going to give you a few of our thoughts here on bonus coverage on TopBillingSports.com. Again, you can read more about Ohio State on our coverage on our paper's website, which we write for, the SpringfieldPaper.com and the Outlook.cc. But for all you folks here at Top Billing Sports, we have bonus coverage. And Casey, it is a brisk day here at Ohio State following this game. And I tell you, 80,000 people showed up to watch this contest. That is quite something.
Yeah, it's, talking to other people seems like it might be a little exaggeration. There seemed to be a lot more than 25,000 seats. But nevertheless, it was great for Buckeye Nation to see Urban get his starting game, if you will. And I think that's really the main reason. The two main reasons I think people came is to see how much Braxton Miller's improved and to see Urban Meyer coach his first game.
Well, absolutely. They wanted to see Urban Meyer's offense, like you mentioned there, too. They wanted to see especially how the two quarterbacks in Guyton and Miller were going to be able to throw today. And the big focus, like you said, was on Braxton Miller, the starter, the guy Meyer singled out in his introductory press conference as the guy that he was most looking forward to getting to coach. How do you think he did today?
Introductory press conference in which you happened to attend.
Oh yeah.
I thought Braxton didn't disappoint. I mean, we came out to see how much he's improved, and he didn't misfire on too many passes, if at any. He wasn't allowed to run, so he did get a few open lanes, but they weren't allowed to blast him anything. But all in all, I thought Braxton was really on his game. He hit the short passes really well.
Absolutely. I mean, his stats speak for themselves. He was 24 for 31 in pass attempts, only one interception on the day, which that was kind of a downer in that first half there when he was going really strong and had that kind of set him back. But still, overall, 24 for 31, 258 yards.
Wow,
that's nothing to say.
And his interception too was to the big tight end, and he looked like the tight end was reaching up for it. And
yeah,
brought his hand down like he thought it was somebody else. And sure enough, it wasn't somebody else. It was the defensive back.
Absolutely. But I mean, you can't say he's in a great place going into summer here, where they're going to be working individually and doing their own stuff before the start of summer camp. So he should be something definitely to watch. And there was reason for excitement for the fans in the stands today after watching him.
Yeah, definitely. And one thing that's probably good too is Kenny Guyton has completely sealed himself as the number 2 quarterback. And I mean, it's a little odd for a spring game to not see anybody else but just 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah, last year they played 4. It was Bauserman, of course, was the big guy, Miller and Guyton, and they had that, I can't remember the other guy that was there as well.
Taylor Graham.
Taylor Graham, that's right. So they had 4 this year. I tell you, what really I think fans like about Kenny Guyton, he is a viable backup to Miller. They will be able to do some offensive things if Miller would get broke.
Well, he's proven he can throw the short game, and also he can run. So he's not going to completely kill them. Bauserman last year was, he was kind of like a statue back there.
Absolutely.
If he couldn't complete a pass, he wasn't going to run with it either.
And then the big story from the receiving corps of the day, that is the receiving corps. Meyer singled out before this game and said, I want to see if those guys can catch the big star, Michael Thomas, 12 receptions and 131 yards. He was only 2 catches short of what was the team high in the 2011 season for Ohio State. So he was something to watch, and he worked with Miller really well.
Well, I think he's an early enrollee as well.
Yes, he is.
He should still be a high school senior. He came out and showed all the veterans how to get it done.
Yeah, Meyer really complimented him in the press conference. He said this is a guy that should still be focusing on his graduation and prom, and yet he's here spending late nights at Ohio State's practice complex, putting in some time.
And speaking of that as well, Taylor Decker, their Van Day Butler offensive lineman as well, he got some good time in as well, and I'm sure he was pleased with his efforts.
Absolutely. Focusing on that receiving core, Casey, a big problem for Ohio State last year. How do you think it did overall today?
Much better. They seem to get open. Now, they're going against defensive backs that got beat quite a bit last year as well. But for the most part, I mean, there was no, the quarterbacks had some targets to throw to. And part of it, I think, also might be the offense. They seem to split more than just 2 guys out like they've done in the past.
Any final thoughts before we get out of here, Casey, on what to look forward to for next year?
Well, one thing, too, in the press box, they're all buzzing about Adam Griffin getting some playing time. He's actually the one who made the interception on Braxton. And, of course, that's the son of the great Archie Griffin. And they thought maybe when he signed out of DeSales High School, he was kind of like the token signee just because of Archie. And he's actually playing defensive back as his Uncle Ray Griffin did at Ohio State.
And he's showing his worth there, too, definitely. So that's he's breaking that stereotype of being the stereotypical guy that got in just because of his father's name.
And the defense as well. I mean, you know, John Simon didn't play, and Nate Williams didn't play, and they said some of the players that were out there only played just sparingly to see some of the young guys, and it was really neat. If in case you haven't heard about it, they had that circle drill in the beginning. That's how they started. They didn't do kickoffs. They didn't return any punts. They had to fair catch everything, and they did a circle drill where Coach Meyer gets everybody out in the midfield, right in front of everybody, make a big circle, and he just picks 2 players randomly. And the last one he did was Kenny Guyton against Braxton Miller, and I even made the comment because Kenny got the better of him.
Oh, he absolutely did.
I said he's finally something he can beat him at.
Yeah, that's right. That is true. That's the note we'll leave on, folks. Again, thank you for watching this video exclusive here with Casey and I on our thoughts here on Ohio State spring game. Remember, you can catch all of our Ohio State coverage in the Springfield Paper and the Outlook, the springfieldpaper.com, the outlook.cc. And again, we will have select commentary throughout the year on Ohio State as well, right here on topbillingsports.com. So for the coach, Casey, and I, thanks for watching.